Right. Have a nice day. You are warmly welcome to the webinar series conducted by the AAT Sri Lanka. Right. Now, today we are discussing special topic of the BMS paper. That means Business Mathematics and Statistics paper. Right. First, we get the idea about the structure of the paper. Then, first I pay your attention about the instruction of the paper. What are the main instruction given in the paper? Right. First one, instruction of the candidates. 3-hour paper. Time is 3 hours. Second one, all question should be answered. You have to answer all question, no choices. Third one, answer should be in one language. The medium appear for right. Okay, that's all. Then fourth one, submit all the workings and calculation. Stay clearly assumption made by you, if any. Then first main thing is submitted all workings. You did the workings clearly and submit. It is very important. And fifth one, use of non-programmable calculators. Here you can use the calculator, scientific calculator, without programmable. Then you can use this type of calculators. Fx 100 MS calculators. Then Fx 991 MS. And also 100 ES calculators. 991 ES calculators. And also you can use EX calculators. Also can use. Here I mentioned most commonly used calculators in Sri Lanka. 100 MS, 900 MS, and 100 ES, 100 EX, 900 MS, 900 ES, and EX. All calculators can be used. Right. Then mathematical tables and graphs will be provided. Then 8.1 formulas sheets are attached. Then formula sheet also attached in your paper. This is the 100-mark paper. Those are the main things you should have to know. Right. Now, this is the structure of the paper. Mainly paper, 2 papers. First paper and the second paper. Then first question means this is the first paper. That paper include 15 questions. First 10 question MCQ. First 10 question MCQ. Then another 5 question short answers. You'll have to simple calculations and sometimes it may be theory parts also included here. Then first 10 multiple question have 30 marks. Each question have 3 marks. Then 10 question have 30 marks. Right. Next 5 question short answers. Each question have 2 marks. Then total marks. Total marks 10. First 10 question 30 marks. Last 5 question 10 marks. Total 40. Then first paper allocate 40 marks. Then this is the second paper. There are 5 questions. First one in first paper, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These 5 questions in second paper. Then question number 2, normally tested in this question number 2, equations, inequalities, percentages, arithmetic series and geometric series. Sometimes it may be time series, index numbers also can be included here, right? But third one, in this question tested function and differentiation. That means you will have to know about TC, TR, and TP. What is TC? Total cost function, total revenue function, and total profit function. And BEP. What is BEP? Break even point. Another topics, MR and MC. Marginal revenue, marginal cost, and marginal profit also you have to know. Then another part is profit maximization, how to maximize the profit. These things you will have to know about. Then that question tested this type of questions. Then fourth one, tested regression and correlation. In most recent past papers, they tested regression only. In this question, correlation tested in the MCQ paper. Right. Then fifth one, in this question tested mean, mode, median, standard deviation, correlation coefficient, coefficient of variation, and skewness or something. And then these topics tested in question 5. Then sixth one, financial mathematics, NPV also financial maths, probability, expected value Vx, normal distribution. Those are the main topics. Sometimes time series index numbers can be included in this question. Right. Then today we will discuss financial mathematics. Then this is the main topic in this paper. What is the reason? Then normally the average mark allocation for this topic is 20. 20 marks allocated for this part. Then it may be sometimes it may be 19, sometimes it may be 23. This range can be very high. Then therefore the importance of this topic. Then also financial maths part is difficult to a lot of students. What is the reason? Then this topic have so many subtopics. What are those? Simple interest, compound interest, effective annual rate, present value, annuity, and sinking funds. Normally we have 6 topics. Also, each topic have at least one formula. Some topics have 2 formulas. Then what is the reason to difficult this one? Student can't identify the correctly which formula can be applied for the question. Today I will try to explain how to select the formula. Right. Then firstly, the formulas simple interest. That's one formula. compound interest have, this is the basic formula. Then this one is special one. Then effective annual rate also have a formula. Present value have a formula. Then annuity have a formula. Then sinking funds also have two formulas. Here we have 8 formulas. Right. Then here is only what are the red color formulas? These 4 formulas not in your formula sheet. You have to remember these 4 formulas. Then compound interest formula. This one is normally this one is given. S equal x times 1 plus r to the power n is given, but this one not in a formula. It has some few differences in these two. Then this can remember, right? But these 3 formulas not in a formula sheet. Then you will have to remember these 3 formulas. Right. Now, I will discuss how to select the correct formula. Is it simple interest? Is it compound interest? Or is it effective interest? Or is it present value? Is it annuity? Like this. Right. Now, simple interest, effective annual rate, present value. These 3 topics we can simply identify. We can easily select the formula. How? Then present value does. This one also can use PV equal FE times DF. Right. I explain what are the variables in these formulas after application. Right. Now, this is the 2022 January paper. Then question. Nikhil invest 45,000 at a simple interest rate at 8% per annum. The total interest available at the end of 3 years would be. Now, then here is one. What is this? Simple interest. Then this is simple interest rate. That means you will have to apply the simple interest formula. Another, you can't apply another formulas. You must select simple interest formula. Then next one. Thomas want to invest 55,000 in a bank at a rate of 16% per annum. If the interest is compounded quarterly, the annual effective interest rate would be annual effective interest rate. Annual effective rate, EAR. Effective annual rate also, annual effective rate, interest rate, both are same. Now, you must select effective rate of interest. EAR formula. Then this one. The company is planning to make an investment project. The net cash flow of the investment project of 3 years, 50,000 per year. The total capital discount factor of the company is 10% per annum, and the initial investment cost of the project is 100,000. the net present value in PV. Here we use the discounting formula. Right. Now, I think you can understand how to select these three formulas. Clearly, they mention, is it simple interest, or is it EAR, effective annual rate, or is it present value? And you can select the correct formula. Right. Now, this one. Nikita invests 45,000 at a simple interest rate of 8% per annum. The total interest received end of 3 years would be. This one also important. Now, calculate the total interest. They ask only interest. Right. But the formula is S equal X times 1 plus R. And this is the formula. Here, apply S equal X times 1 plus Rn. Now, what is S means total value. Then X means initial value, initial amount, or it is called, we call it principal. It is 45,000. Principal means initial amount. Invest 45,000. He deposit 45,000. Then N equal, here is number of years, 3. Here we take number of years, then R should be annual rate. If we take here we take number of months, then R should be monthly rate. Now, R should be 8%. That means we can get the decimal value of this. Then how to get the decimal? 8 divided by 100, 8, 0.08. Now we can apply for this formula. So, X equal 45,000. Put the bracket. 1 plus R 0.08 times N is 3. Now, without any simplification, you can get the answer directly from your calculator. You can type 45,000 multiplication sign, open bracket, 1 plus 0.08, again multiplication sign, 3, close the bracket, and equal. Now we get the answer 55,800. Rupees 55,800. This is the total amount. But the question is the total, not the total amount, total interest. Here we want to find interest only. How to get the interest? We invest 45,000. We can earn, total earning is 55,800. Then what the interest? We can find that. Now 55,800 minus 45,000. Subtract 45,000. Now 10,800. Rupees 10,800. This is the answer. Now second answer is the correct one. Right. Now 24th January, question number 1.8. Here, Thomas wants to invest 55,000 in the bank of 16% per annum, the annual rate is 16%. If the interest compounded here also important, no? Compounded quarterly, then interest at after every 3 months. Quarter means 3 months. Then 1 year have 4 quarters. Right. About quarterly, the annual effective interest rate would be. Then how to find the annual effective rate? EAR 1 plus R divided by N. Simple R divided by capital N to the power capital N minus 1. Right. Now, R is annual interest rate is 0.16. How to get that? 16 divided by 100 is 0.16. In what is meaning of N? Number of terms per year. That means compounded quarterly means every 3 months at the interest. Then how many times add in a year? Is 4 times. Every 3 months means then 12 divided by 3 is 4. And each year have 4 quarters. That means interest and in a year 4 times. N means that. Right. Then we can apply 1 plus 0.16 divided by 4 to the power 4 minus 1. Now, you can get the answer directly. Do not want to simplify part by part. You can get the answer correctly. Open bracket 1 plus 0.16 divide by 4, close the bracket, then power 4. After subtract 1. It is equal 0.16 985 or 985,986. We take 4 decimal, the correct one is 99. Here have 98, but most correct one is 98. But 9899. The most correct one is 99. Na? But here is given they given 98. Then this value multiplied by 100 and put the percentage sign. And the most correct one is 1.1699 be the correct one. But here is given 98. Simple difference. Right. Then this is the correct one. Right. Now, but thing is, in formula sheet, not in this formula. In your formula sheet, this not in this formula. They given formula like this. EAR equal one plus R power N minus 1 into 100. This may be sometimes confused because the what is R, what is N, we don't know actually what is it. Then here you apply this formula, then R should be quarterly, compound quarterly, no? That means you will have to find the interest rate per quarter, not the annum. And how to get the quarter? 16% per annum. Then this value can be divided by 4. Then we can find the quarterly rate. It is 4 point, and R should be, or the decimal value should be 0.04. Then simple N mean here, simple N also 4. Number of quarters per annum. Then if you use this one, you can get the values for like this. R equals 0.04, simple N equal 4. Now 1 plus 0.04 to the power N also 4 minus 1 multiplied by 100. Now if it is more complex, then you can simplify. 1 plus 0.04 is 1.04 to the power 4 minus 1 multiplied by 100. Then open bracket, use the parenthesis, not the curly bracket. You can use normal simple bracket. 1.04 to the power 4, subtract 1, close the bracket, multiply by 100 equal 16.995. Here is a 16.98. You can take this one. Now, go to next. Here. Now, net present value. Here we use this one, present value formula. Here you can use, only we use this one, PV equal FV times DF. PV means present value, FV means future value, DF means discounted factors. How to find these factors? In your exam, given the table. You select the discounted factor table or present value table. Using this, you can find the values of DF. Then if you want to find the NPV, you will have to prepare a table like this. Time, net cash flow, discounting factors, DF, discounting cash flow. Discounted cash flow. Right. Now, what is net cash flow? Here, read the question. The company plans to make an investment project. The net cash flow of the investment project of 3 years would be 50,000. Then this is the cash inflow. If we invest for the project, we can earn every end of every year 50,000 per year. Each year can earn 50,000. Then the cost of capital of the company is 10% per annum, and the initial investment cost of the project is 100,000. But the investment is 100,000. We invest this much, then we can earn 50,000 each year. Now, this is the net cash flow. Then 0 means we invest now. Now means 0. It is 100,000. 1 means after 1 year you can earn 50,000. 2 means after 2 years also 50,000. After 3 years also 50,000. We can earn up to 3 years. Now you can write in this column discounted factors. Then time is 0, discount factor is 1. Every time 0 time discount factor is 1. Then this is 1. Then how to find the another values? Then you can using the discount factor table. Then here exam or on your study text, then you can find the discount factors. Then interest rate is 10%. You can select the %10% column in discount factor table or present value table also same. Then here is N 1, 2, 3. You get the values of first 3 in this column. Then first one should be right here. .909. Second one, .826. Next one, 0.751. Right. Those values you can find the table. Table also available in your examination. Right. Now, how to find the discount cash flow? What is discounting cash flow means? You will have to find the present value of this cash flow. Then we invest 100,000 now. Then the present value also same. Therefore, 100,000 times 1 also same. We multiply this and this. Net cash flow values multiplied by the discounting factors. For the reason, the formula should be PV equal FE future value multiplied by discounting factors. If you want to find the present value, how to get the present value? Future value multiplied by discounting factors. Then here, the discounting factors is the future values. If we invest now 100,000, you can earn end of this year 50,000. End of next year 50,000. Those are the present value of the cash flow. Right. Now, here how to fill the discounted cash flow column? 100,000 multiplied by 1. Same answer. Right. Next one, 50,000 multiplied by 0.909. Answer is 45,450. The next one, 50,000 multiplied by 0.826. Answer is 41,300. Next one was the same. 50,000 multiplied by 0.751. 37,550. Right. Now what we'll do, after finding the discounted cash flow, then we can add these values, then top to bottom. Then you can add 37,000 plus 41,300 plus 45,150, subtract this and minus value, no? Then subtract 100,000. Again, you will have to add top to bottom. Then first is 30,550 plus 45,300 plus 41,300 plus 45,450 minus 100,000. Then find the answer. Then 37,550 plus 41,300 plus 45,450 subtract 100,000 equal. Answer is 24,300. This is called net present value, NPV. Question is, the net present of the project would be, what should be the answer? Fourth one. 24,300. Right. Right, now go to the next. Right. Now, here we have another three topics. Earlier, I discussed three topics. What are those? Simple interest, effective annual rate, and this present value. Right. It's okay. Then here, this is the main thing. Then a lot of students can't identify clearly which formula can be applied for the question. The earlier one you can identify. It is normally question in that question mention simple interest, effective interest rate, and NPV. Those terms in this question, you can select the correct formula. If the question includes the simple interest term, then you can apply the simple interest formula. Then in this question, mention the word in effective annual rate, then you can apply that. But here, the student can't identify which formula can be applied correctly. Then how we sort out this problem? How we overcome by this problem? Right. I will explain. Right. Then if you use the compound interest formula, then here deposit money only once and calculate the total amount received at the end of several periods. Here you invest or deposit single amount. You deposit 10,000 in a bank. After 3 years, you will have to find the total amount in the bank. It is compound interest. And what is sinking fund? A fixed amount is deposited repeatedly and the total amount is calculated at the end of number of period. Here, a fixed amount is deposited several times, not one time. Then first on compound interest, we deposit single amount, that's all. After that, you can calculate the total amount after few years. But here, you will deposit several times fixed value. For an example, you deposit end of first year 10,000, end of second year also 10,000, end of third year also 10,000. After that, you have to find the total amount after 3 years or something. Not a one amount, not a single amount, they deposit several times fixed amount, equal amount. Then you will have to use the sinking fund. Right, next. Annuity. A loan taken to pay off in equal installment. If we have we get the loan and pay equal installment. It is called annuity. Right. Now we get the examples. Example means past paper questions. Right. Here is January 2024. Question number 1.2. Sitakar invests 400,000 in a fixed deposit at the annual interest rate of 8% compounded quarterly, the total investment on the total interest on the investment at the end of 4 years would be. The question, Sitakar invest 1,000 in a fixed deposit at the annual interest rate of 8% compound quarterly. The total interest would be investment at the end of 4 years. We deposit a single amount, then we want to find the value of after 4 years. First, we identify the total amount after 4 years. After that can be get the interest, total interest. Now we explain deposit money only once. Yes, only once. But here, fixed amount deposit several times. Yes, several times, not a single time. In this question, we deposit some amount. That's all. After 4 years, we want to calculate the total amount. Then we will have to use compound interest formula. Now we have two formulas. What are those? First one is compounded. If the interest compounded annually, then you can use first one. If the interest compounded several times per year, then you can use second one. If the interest compounded several times per year, then you can use second one. Then check the question. Compounded not quarterly, sorry. I thought quarterly, no. Is compounded annually. Here is annual, not quarterly. Compounded annually. The total 8% compounded annually. The total interest on the investment at the end of 4 years would be right. Yeah. Right. Now, then what the formula is? Compounded is annual. Here is number of times per annum. If the interest at number of times per annum, you can use second one. But here, they says compounded annually, then we can use first one. Right. How is that? Then S equal x times 1 plus r to the power n. Right. Then we can take x as 1,000. N equal number of years 4. R should be annual interest rate. 8%, then you can take 8 divided by 100 is 8 over 100 is equal 0.08. Then you can substitute S equal 1,000 1 plus 0.08 to the power 4. Here you can take like this. Before use the calculator, you can get the total of these two. 1.08 to the power 4. Now you can use the calculator. Then 400,000 multiplication sign 1.08 to the power 4 equal. Answer should be 544,000. The nearest to p value is, the answer is given like this, 195.56. we get the nearest to p value should be 544,190 is 56, and then we can take 6. This is the total amount, but the question is end of total interest and the total amount. Then what we'll do? We subtract for 1,000. Then interest equal 544,196 subtract 40,000. 1,000. Subtract 1,000 equal 144,196 rupees. Is the answer. The correct one is first answer. Right. Here, 2022 January. Sarat invests 100,000 in a fixed deposit of a bank for 2 years. The annual interest rate of 16% compounded quarterly. The maturity value of the fixed deposit at the end of 2 years. Maturity value means total value. Interest plus initial amount. Here also, we deposit single value. Then after 2 years, we will have to calculate the total amount. This one also compound interest. Then, but the difference is, here we can use second formula. This one, S equal X times 1 plus R over N times N. First one we take this one. It is compounded annually, but here compounded quarterly. Then how to apply the formula? S equal X times 1 plus R divided by capital N to the power simple N times capital N. Right. S equal, sorry, not S. We want to find S. What is this? X is given. X equal 100,000. Then N equal 2 years. N means number of years. R should be 16%, means we take the decimal value 0.16. Capital N. Capital N means number of terms per year. How many times? At the interest within a year. This quarterly. Quarterly means 4 times a year. N should be 4. S equal 100,000 bracket 1 plus 0.16 divided by 4 to the power N simple N equal to capital N equal 4. We can write this 100,000. You can't add this 1 plus 1, 0.16. You can't get 1.16. So you can't get, huh? And 0.16 divided by 4. You can't add these two. Then you can take 2 times 4, 8. Now you can apply the calculator. You can use the calculator. 100,000 open bracket 1 plus 0.16 divided by 4 close the bracket power 8 equal. So please, here also nearest to p value. Then 136, 856, 9 means 857. This is the nearest to p value. Which one is the correct? Second one. 136,857. Right. Here, 2021 July paper. Right. Become investing 600 at the beginning of every year in an investment plan for 10 years. If the interest compounded annually at the rate of 7.5 per annum, the total value of this investment at the end of 10 years would be, again, Vikum is investing 6,000 at the beginning of every year. Beginning of every year. Investment plan for 8 years. If the invest is compounded annually, rate of 7.5. The total value invest after 10 years. Don't find the total amount in the 10 years. Right. Now here, can we apply the earlier formula? Then here, use this one. No. Can we apply this one? No, can't. For the reason, deposit money only once. But in this question, deposit several times, not a single time. Then here, the fixed amount is deposit repeatedly. Repeatedly means deposit again and again. Then here also same. Then invest in 6,000 beginning of every year. How many times? 8 times. Every year for 8 years. That means we deposit 8 times. Right. But the formula is sorry. Wait a minute. Then here we have 2 formulas. First one and second one. Which one can be applied? Then if you use this one, for the reason, if we invest beginning of the year, beginning of the period. Here was end of the year, or end of the period. We invest beginning of each period, then we can use first one. End of each period, we can use second one. For an example, we deposit end of each year, or beginning of each year, we can use first one. Beginning of each month, then we can use first one. Then here, end of each month, we deposit some amount, end of each month, then you can use second one. Right. Now, is beginning. Then we can use first one. X1 plus R. 1 plus R to the power n. Subtract 1. Divide by simple R. Right. Now, X. Invest 6,000 beginning of every year. Then annual deposit 6,000. In number of deposits 8. So annually 8 years. Next beginning of every year 8 times. Then n equal 8. R, then n means if we deposit annually, then we can take annual rate. Annual rate is 0.7.5 divided by 100. Answer should be 0.075. Here we can get 1 plus r. That means we add 1 for this value. Then we can take 1.075. It is easy to substitute. Without 1 plus, you can remove this 1 plus r can be substitute 1.075. Then we'll see. Then x equals 6,000, sorry. Multiply, not 1 plus r. We know the 1 plus r value is 1.075. Here also same. We know the value of 1 plus r. We found that. It is 1.075 to the power 8. Subtract 1. Divide by, here is r, not 1 plus r. R should be 0.075. Now here, you can type this in a calculator. How 6,000 multiplication sign 1.075. Now open the bracket, normal bracket, 1.075 to the power 8, subtract 1, close the bracket, divide by 0.075. Then 67,379.09. The nearest to p value should be 67,379 rupees. But the nearest answer is this 67,008. There is few difference, 2 rupee difference, no? Right. And sometimes in paper, yeah. Then in this situation, you will select the nearest answer, and 67,879. Right. Now, January 2024. Ranjan borrowed a loan of 2 million from the bank to start a business. He agreed to pay the loan of over 5 years in equal annual installment and 12% per annum. The annual installment for the loan would be. Right. Then now what will do? Yeah, annuity. A loan taken to pay off in equal installment. If you get the loan and you recover the loan using equal installment. It is called annuity. Then you can use the annuity formula. Right. Now, PV equal x times 1 minus 1 plus r to the power minus n divided by then here, what is PV? Normally use the annuity, then we can, PV means present value. But here, this formula, the annuity formula apply for the loan, then PV should be the annual loan amount equal to PV. Then loan amount is 2 million, then PV equal 2 million. X means annual installment. Here we want to find X. Find the annual installment. X means installment. Then N means not year, N means number of installment. Not number of years, N should be number of installment. Here we take 5. What the reason? The installment also annual. Find the annual installment. Here they mention installment in every year, pay in every year. Then it should be 5. If it is monthly payment, monthly installment, then it should be 60. Because the reason is loan over 5 years. Then if you pay the monthly installment, then you will have to pay 60 installment. Each year 12, for 5 years, 60. Now here we pay annual installment. We pay the installment end of each year. Then 5 installment for the loan. Then R should be, if the N should be annual, R should be annual. If the N is number of months, then R should be monthly rate. Then R divided by, depend on the N. N means depend on the period of the installment. Right. Then here is annual, then 12% means 0.12. Here also we can take 1 plus R. It is 1.02. Sorry, 1.12. 1.12. Then 0.02 plus 1. 1.12. Now, what do we apply? PV equal to 102 million equal, we don't know value of X. 1 minus 1 plus R, we know the value. 1.12 to the power minus 5 divided by 0.12 is R. Now we can get the subject as X. How to subject X? All these values go to the left hand side. 2 million 0.12 is denominator. Then this value go to the right hand side. It becomes numerator. That means otherwise it is divide, it becomes multiplication. 0.12. Then here X times 1.1 minus 1.12 to the power minus 5. This part go to the left hand side. Here is multiplication, it becomes division. Open bracket 1 minus 1.0, sorry, 0, 1.12 to the power minus 5. Close the bracket equal to X. Now you can type this value on a calculator and find the answer. Then 2 million. 2 million means 2 and 6 zeros. Multiply 0.12 divide open bracket 1 minus 1.12 to the power minus 5. Now close the bracket. X equal 819.46. And 4,990. Then here we also check the nearest value. 54,554 and 54,000. This one. Nearest value is 554. 891. Right. Then sixth one. A loan of 700,000 was obtained Amal for 5 years at the interest rate of 8% per annum and is to be settled in 5 equal annual installments. If you get the loan, settle in equal installment. What is it? Annuity formula. If we get the loan and recover the loan using equal payments. That is annuity. The same one. Then PV equal x times 1 minus 1 plus r to the power minus n divided by r. Close the bracket, divide by r. Now, PV means loan amount is 700,000. N number of installment 5. Then installment annual installment, then R should be annual. R equal 0.088%. Then 1 plus R should be 1.08. Get the 0.08 plus 1. Then 1.08. Then here 700,000 equal x times 1 minus 1.08 to the power minus 5. Now, it is like earlier one, same procedure, 700,000. This will go to the left hand side. Then there is division, it becomes multiplication, 0.08. Then numerator value go to the left hand side, it becomes division. 1 minus 1.08 to the power minus 5. Close the bracket and equals. Now we can find the x value. 700,000 multiplied by 0.08. Then divide, open bracket, 1, subtract 1.08 to the power minus 5, close the bracket, equal 175,319.52. If we get the 2 decimal, then this is the answer. Then installment equal rupees 175,000 right. This is the part A. This part A. Calculate the annual installment below. It's okay. Now next one, prepare the loan amortization schedule to illustrate the repayment of the loan. If you get the loan, after that, the financial institute prepare the table how to recover the loan within this period. It is called loan amortization schedule. So, table like this. Time. Yes, time means we pay only 5 installment, 5 annual installment. If you pay the monthly payment, then monthly for 5 years, then this column have a 60 rows, because we will have to pay 60 installment. Then we pay monthly installment, then monthly for 5 year means 60 installment, right? But now here only 5 rows. Reason is we pay annual installment for 5 years, right? Next column, opening balance, annual interest for the at the rate of 8%, annual installment, then final closing balance. Then how to fill this table is the part B. Opening balance. We get the loan amount is 700,000. Loan amount 700,000. Now annual interest. How to calculate the annual interest? Opening balance 7,000. 8% of this opening balance. 700,000 into 8 means 0.520, 0.08. Then what the answer is? 56,000 rupees. %8 of the opening balance. Now opening balance is 700,000. We take 8% of 700,000. It should be 56,000. Then what is the annual installment? We found that. What is the annual installment? 175,319.52. And 75,319. Here I take 2 decimals, 52. Now how to find the closing balance? Or how to find this closing balance? 7,000 plus annual interest rate, subtract, opening balance plus annual interest, subtract annual installment. That means 700,000 plus 5,600 subtract 175,319.52. Now answer is 175,319.5. This one should be 580, 680.48 is the closing balance of the first year. Then what is the opening balance of the second year? Is same. And this should be 580,680.48. Now again, you can repeat. Now, non-interest rate of 8%, we get the 8% of the opening balance. Now 580,680.48 multiplied by 8%, 0.08. Right. Likewise, you can fill this table. In table like this. Opening balance, same, right? Then next, second or 580,680.48. Then 8% of this value is 46,451.44. Then installment is same. Annual installment, equal installment, no, same. And 75,000 like this. Then add these two, subtract this one, you get this. Likewise, you can repeat this table. Right. Now, I will explain how to identify the simple interest, compound interest, then EAR, then present value, and annuity and sinking fund. Simple interest, EAR, and present value of the single amount is the annuity also PV present value, but it is series of payment. Here we take present value of the single amount. Right. These three you can identify clearly after reading the question. Then these three will identify using the concept. Then compound interest and sinking fund, both are deposits. Then if you deposit single amount, you can use compound interest. If you deposit several times equal amount, then sinking fund. What is annuity? If you get the loan and recover the loan by using equal installment, then you can use annuity formula. Right. I think now you can get the idea about this lesson and how to select the correct formula for each question. Right. Now, time for end the session. Right. Okay. All the best.